And what is it that will make us people who deserve this special love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is what we are going to explore in today's lesson. Before I answer this question, I want to explain to you this passage that I just recited to you. Allah talks about the love of Allah in Surah Al-Baqarah. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَتَّخِذُ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ أَندَادًا يُحِبُّونَهُمْ كَحُبِّ اللَّهِ. He talks about a type of shirk that many people don't know about. Allah says some people, they love others equal to their love of Allah. But true believers, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, their love for Allah is greater than all else. It eclipses everything else. It encompasses everything else. And how does that love of Allah show? Is if anything else in this world comes between them and their creator, they push it to the side. Whether it's a spouse, whether it's a job, whether it's a business idea. What happens to us? We get tempted. Our love of wealth distracts us. We get a business opportunity that's actually quite dodgy. It's actually quite suspicious, quite dubious. We know it might be haram or it is haram. But our love and our greed and our desire for the gold coin is greater than our desire for our creator. So we push aside our values and we take the business opportunity. There's somebody you meet at work, somebody you meet at school, at college, at university. You end up messaging each other, you end up talking to each other, you end up, liking one another. But then eventually, your interest in this person and your desire to be with this person is greater than your love of Allah. So you are willing now to cross the red line, to push aside the commandments of Allah, the guidelines of Allah. Because your desire to be with this person right now and that feeling, that good tingly sensation you get when you are with them is greater for you and for me than being in the company of Allah. So we prefer them in that moment. And so many of us fall into this shirk of mahabbah, that we end up loving things, people, objects, ideas, careers, etc. equal to or more than Allah. And this is such a dangerous form of shirk to fall into this. There's a sweetness, there's an enjoyment, there's a pleasure when you are with something or someone that you love. When you are with this thing, when you achieve this thing, you realize that love is actually very short-lived. That happiness that you feel is temporary. The problem is, when it comes to the love of Allah, in this world, the best way to develop the love of Allah, if you feel in your heart, I don't love Allah, I prioritize everything over Allah. My meetings come before my salah, and my homework comes before my salah. My job comes before my salah. I love all of these things more than I love to meet Allah every day. What do I do? This is my crisis. If you want to develop the love of Allah, and you want to love Him more than anything else, you need to start falling in love with His creation. And you need to start appreciating the blessings He gave you in His creation.